You are watching this video probably because you're thinking, how much memory does my Xbox One need to have? With previous systems, you most likely didn't need the extra space you got. With this Xbox One, and the same is true for the PS4, that's simply not true. Let's take a look at, for example, how much memory this game takes up. This game, for example, takes up to 60 gigs. One of the nice things about the Xbox One is the amazing graphics you see compared to previous systems. However, a good game might take up 50 gigs. And as you can see right here, 50 gigs is going to be 10% of 500 gigs. So you can run out of space fast. The key question we have to ask is, how many games do we plan on getting? Now, there are a lot of different ways we can approach this. The first is simply to buy the 500 gigabyte system. If you only anticipate buying or having a small collection of games such as what we have in front of us, 500 gigs is going to be plenty of space for storage. If you plan on starting out with more than a few games, 1 terabyte is a good option. If you got an Xbox One collection about this size, you're going to either need to upgrade from 500 to 1 terabyte, or you're going to have to delete some games. If you're not sure how many games you want, 500 gigs is usually a good option. With the option of, potentially getting an external hard drive should you need extra space. For a game collection this size, 1 terabyte's not going to cut it. You're probably going to need around 2 terabytes. And a lot of us don't know exactly how many games we plan on getting. We may start out with 1 and, get a couple more because we like it a lot. We also may start out with 1 or 2 and not play them and maybe get rid of our system. You have to ask yourself, how much space does the game I want to play take up? On one end of the spectrum, we have games that take up a ton of space. And then we move over to the lower end of the spectrum, the amount of space the games take goes down. They still each take up a significant amount of space, but, some games just don't take up as much space as other games do. In addition to games, other applications take up space as well. This Blu-ray player, for example, takes up 38.8 megabytes. There's a lot of different ways you can go with this. Some people take the route of, okay, I buy a 500 gig system, get a couple games, play a little bit, and then I don't have time for this, I got school, work, what have you, then we go ahead and sell it. In that case, a 500 gig system works out really good. There's other people that may buy a 500 gig system, and they find out, oh, I really, really like this. And they start playing this game, and start playing the next game. And the next thing you know, they don't have enough memory. They have to start deleting games, or they can go out and buy this external hard drive, let's say 1 or 2 terabytes or something different, where they can add more space and keep the games they want. Now, in theory, a 2 terabyte external hard drive will store about 50 games. In front of us, we have a system that has 74 games downloaded. And if you look at the bottom left-hand corner, you'll notice we've only used up about 65% of the available data. And if you do the math, you look a little closer, you figure out that there's 3 terabytes on this, 1 terabyte internal and 2 terabyte external hard drive. One of the nice features about the external hard drive for Xbox One is that you can access the game and play the game even if you have the game moved from the internal hard drive to the external hard drive. So let's say we don't want Dirt Rally here because it's taking up too much space in our internal. We go to Manage Game, and we go down and select Dirt Rally, and then we decide we want to move it. We can move that game from the internal hard drive to the 2 terabyte external hard drive, and we're still going to be able to access it and play it, which is a nice feature. One option a lot of people choose is you can start out with a 500 gig system, play the games you want, and then you find out you're playing more than you thought you would initially, which you can do, and you don't want to buy that external hard drive. What you can do is simply delete the games you don't want, and that way you keep your memory under 500 gigs, and then you can play the new games as you go on.